Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. We've got a double unboxing for you today as we take a look at Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I've got the collector's edition and Steelbook versions, and I already see something odd here. The spine orientation is incorrect for the UK. It's pointing that way. It should be pointing the other way towards the left, so I should be holding them like this right now. Instead, I've got to hold them like this. I get a feeling that these have just been mass-produced across Europe. We'll come back to that notion in a sec. Let's take a look at the back covers now. Basically look identical here, so that makes perfect sense, quite frankly. If we take a look at the other side of the spines, sans the card that the Steelbook is in, they are plain. So for now, let's begin by focusing on the Steelbook. So now just cut up here, and there we go. Right, so as I'm peeling this away, it should be specific that this Steelbook edition is Blu-ray only. That is how it has been released here in the UK. I believe there is a DVD version, but we're looking at the Blu-ray version. So first of all, let's take it out of this little slip cover here. So that's how that looks. A quick closer look at the slip cover. Nothing else really fancy to it. You've got little spine things there to kind of help store it and such. Pretty simple. We shall now put that to one side after I've now put that inside so you can see how that will look. And I'm really seeing another issue here, and I can't really see the red text. Let's get that back out there and just have a quick closer look. I really can't see the red text there. It might just be the light, so we'll come back to that and have another look. But this front cover is awesome. I love this image so much. It looks so dynamic. For a Steelbook image, it works really well, and as you can see, it pops off really well on the light there. So really happy with that. As we move to the other side, we now focus on Piccolo. Similarly, another great dynamic image from the film. And pops off really well next to the light too. So now let's open this up and see what we've got inside. As I mentioned to you, we have a disc there. We've got some cool looking art there, which I'll take out. In fact, you know what? Actually, no. I'm going to show you the disc art first. That'd be useful. So this is the Blu-ray disc. Stay tuned. I'll have an on-the-disc video focusing on that separately in the coming days. So I'm just going to put that to one side now so we can see what is underneath. And this is some cool art of just different members of the cast that are in the film. Really nice, simple art. And actually kind of works very well in this unboxing as well. I like the orientation of it, so that works out quite well. As we flip over, here is the entire Steelbook just laid out, if you will. And that red text I mentioned on the spine is showing up a little bit better there now, so it might have just been a little case of bouncing off the light. But either way, in terms of the imagery that's been used on this Steelbook, I think this works out really well. Nice and simple, the disc art is very dynamic as well. Overall, very happy with how that has worked out. And once again, to put that back in there, let's move on to the collector's edition set. So, first of all, here is the spine once again, which we'll probably have a closer look at in a few moments. Here is the back once again, and just for the sake of completion, nothing on that spine, nothing underneath, it's also blank on top as well. So let's get this open. There we go. Right, so as I'm peeling this away, one of the differences with this is there is some more contents inside, but this is also Blu-ray and DVD here in the UK. So now a closer look at the front cover here. I really do like this artwork. I think this was one of the promo posters that was used in the lead up to the film. And I just put the spine the wrong way up there. There we go. Force of habit. So that's how the spine looks. It's just really annoying. It's the wrong orientation. You can't even put it upside down like you probably could with the Steelbook in fairness. And is there something on there? What is... There's an onsert on there. Okay, right. Let me try and figure out a way of peeling this off. All right. Give me a second. How is this attached? Hang on. How is that attached? It's glue dots. Okay, right. I'm going to be peeling this away slowly because I've been burned by that before. Now, where is the second glue dot? There is a second one here somewhere. Aha, there it is. Don't know if it's showing up too well on camera there, but keep that in mind if you're going to get this, folks, that there are two glue dots there, and peel it away slowly. So that's the onsert. We'll put that to one side. And that is what the back image looks like. Really like that image. It's another cool image of Gohan and Piccolo. Really nice and dynamic, and also just kind of complements the style of the box as well. So, let's get this box open, and this is this is definitely kind of a European style. That was far more difficult than it should have been to open, but I was going to say, this is more like a European style release, because those kind of boxes are somewhat popular. So we've got a bunch of contents there, we'll come back to those. In terms of the inner image, this is actually the same artwork as was in the Steelbook version, so nice to see some consistency there. I'll put that up there for the next few moments. Right, first of all, what the heck have we got here? I believe this is like a little cardboard standee, which, okay, cool, you just have to pop it out, I guess. Sure, not really my thing, but okay, that's there. It's a cool image, but otherwise, Okay, what have we got next up here? We'll just put that bit down. Right, next up we've got some art cards by the look of it, which, you know what? Decent card stock to begin with, I will say that much. They're pretty chunky in size, nothing massively going on the back, as it were, but in terms of actual size of cards, these are actually quite nice. I'm liking the imagery so far between them. Looks like we've got 2 characters per card, so that seems to be the standard format here. And yeah, you know what? They're cool. I don't sort of understand their purpose being in here. If I'm being entirely honest, that's not me just trying to be negative for the sake of it. I'm just stating a fact. It just kind of seems a bit random what's in here. And I'm guessing now we've got a poster. So let's open this up and see what we have. Okay. So I'm adding this in after the fact, folks, 'cause I appreciate you couldn't really see it that well, but here is how the poster looks on its own. And what I'm going to do now as well is I'm going to put that to one side and I'm going to show you how it looks next to the actual collector's edition set so you can get an idea of the size of it. Hopefully that helps you. Apologies for not being able to show that for the first time a moment ago. So now let's get this back in the box there. That's done. Right, so now the discs are going to be in here and we've got a digipack by the look of it. So move that insert to one side. Right, here we go. So here's a digipack. We've got a giant logo there, which we'll come back to and hopefully peel that off. Let's open this up. So we've got 2 discs inside. We have first of all got the Blu-ray disc, as we saw in the Steelbook, and then we also have the DVD disc, which based on that text appears to only be the movie as well, so do factor that. Here is what the outer side of the digipack looks like, all splayed out. Now let's see if we can get this... Wait, that's... Why is that printed on here? It's the German FSK logo, which is sort of their ratings board as opposed to the BBFC, but why has that been printed on here? It's inside the packaging. What dumb idea is... Oh, my word, all right. Well, anyway, let's take off these discs, because we've got some pretty dynamic-looking imagery I can see already behind this, and I'm gonna... Hang on, wait, sorry, you can't see that. Wait, hang on. I'll come back to that. I don't know if you can see that on there too well, but this disc is scratched. It's really difficult to show that, but there are scratches on that disc. All right, well, that's another thing to have to come back to, I guess. So Blu-ray disc, put that to one side. And now here is the inner digipack image. This image is freaking amazing. Why is this not on any of the outer packaging? Because this imagery is incredible. Why is this not being used elsewhere? And again, here's the digipack. As for that FSK logo, that's really irked me. Pretty far more than it should, but it's pointless for a UK release for that to be printed on there. Alright, checking the Blu-ray disc here quickly. That seems to be okay from scratches, so alright. Might have got a bit of bad luck when it came to the DVD disc, which, in fairness, I'm pretty barely going to use, but it's kind of not the point. It shouldn't arrive scratched up like that. So, okay, so that is the digipack, and... So there's one other thing I've noticed here. I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's a giant gap in here. Why is there a giant gap? I mean, actually, where's that Steelbook? Hang on a sec. Right, out of interest, will that fit in there and just cover that gap? It freaking does as well. Are you kidding me? Is this by design? But that makes no sense. I mean, if there's like a future 4K Blu-ray release and you could fit it inside, I guess, but that just seems a bit... That's really random, but... If I had to choose one or the other of these, I'd probably go with the Steelbook, quite frankly. There's just too much randomness about that collector's edition. If you want to know what's going to be on the discs, though, I will have an on-the-disc video coming in the next few days at time of publishing, focusing what is on each of the discs that you saw in this video. If you've got any questions, do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, until next time, take care and have a nice day.